like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash. Jump in the stands, no man, oh, there with the hands, thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can, got it on smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike. I'm on.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Okay, ready, check Mike 54. Mike 54. Me and you all day.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check three. Rotate, spell.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, Logan. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover. On downs.
Ready, set.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
61, matchbox, get it.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Bring it. Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, Jones. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down,
and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. T.J. Logan, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
In your face.
Yeah. Score.
Throwing Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
and 10.
We don't work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this one? And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Josh Allen, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18 on second down. Montgomery. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You must be getting tired of these.
Jackson now. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ronald Jones, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Jackson now off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. 66,
Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They'll run it here with Logan. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he gets this one down to the 24. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 24. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game, and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. They'll run with Clement. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
One more time with Clement. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Give to Montgomery out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
3 down. Set up. Switch gears. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, alert 3. Put up. Hey. Check 37. Under 10. 10.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay, from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gay knocks this one through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Slam.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Kendall Beckwith on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Orbit. 51's the mic. I don't think you got it, son. Go, Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Jones eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
General West. Here we go. Check nickel. Watch the safety creep. Watch the eye. Check it back.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Ready.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Time to go, night. Get it.
Now Jones throwing again. And this one's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. We ain't giving up nothing to 56 to Mike.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Finding room at the 30. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
I'm going back to you.
Ready? Jones operating from the gun. And Tate's got it. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Look at me.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. 80 weapon. Check. Yes.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch the ball. Recon fight.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Go! 60 or. There we go. Kill.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's Jones on 1st down. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 2 at the Buccaneers 44-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Leo. Hey, lock it. Let's see what you got. Jim. Go. Check out. Now.
Off play action. Jones. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Room here to run. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, an 80-yard touchdown. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Greystone, travel. Watch out. Hey, Sam off. Go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Hey, wahoo!
56. Mike's 56.
Yeah.
Jones now to throw on third down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
On the ready. Everyone got four down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Go. Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Play action. Now Jackson. Being chased out left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Giants.
Got it.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Go. Hey, exit. 51, Mike 51. Roll out. Man, I got you. Check 13. 5.
On 1st and 10, Jones. He's going to fire one. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Giants. 43 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second and a yard, Jackson. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Jackson. He finds his target. It's Evans. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 60 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
I'm going to run you already.
On second down, it's Logan, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Gay is on for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across. The 30 to the 33-yard line.
Their own 33-yard line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Alpha. Hey. 56. Cut. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. You must be dreaming.
2nd and 6. He completes it to Jones. It's a gain of 5, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
First down, Giants.
Here we go. 15 line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Check 9.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He spins free. That's caught by Howard. So he got free at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Josh Allen in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Jackson. Throwing on 4th down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Protein spill.
Now Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Ronald Jones, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
Check right, check right. Watching you fly.
They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ready? 30 base. 6 right there, 56. Man, I got you.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Giants, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark.